A reading from the book of the prophet Jeremiah. Let my eyes stream with tears, day and night, without rest, over the great destruction which overwhelms the virgin daughter of my people, over her incurable wound. If I walk out into the field, look, those slain by the sword. If I enter the city, look, those consumed by hunger. Even the prophet and the priest forage in a land they know not. Have you cast Judah off completely? Is Zion loathsome to you? Why have you struck us a blow that cannot be healed? We wait for peace to no avail, for a time of healing, but terror comes instead. We recognize, O Lord, our wickedness, the guilt of our fathers, that we have sinned against you. For your name's sake, spurn us not. Disgrace not the throne of your glory. Remember your covenant with us, and break it not. Among the nations' idols, is there any that gives rain? Or can the mere heavens send showers? Is it not you alone, O Lord, our God, to whom we look? You alone have done all these things. The word of the Lord.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus dismissed the crowds and went into the house. His disciples approached him and said, "Explain to us the parable of the weeds in the field." He said in reply, "He who sows good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world, the good seed the children of the kingdom. The weeds are the children of the evil one, and the enemy who sows them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the age, and the harvesters are angels. Just as weeds are collected and burned up with fire, so will it be at the end of the age. The Son of Man will send his angels, and they will collect out of his kingdom all who cause others to sin and all evildoers. They will throw them into the fiery furnace, where there will be wailing and grinding of teeth. Then the righteous will shine like the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Whoever has ears ought to hear." The Gospel of the Lord.
Reflection. Today, through the parable of the weeds and the wheat, the Church urges us to ponder over the coexistence of good and evil. Good and evil within our heart, good and evil we may spot on others, good and evil we can see in the world, all around us. Explain to us the parable, his disciples ask Jesus. And, today, we can mean to be more careful with our personal prayer, our everyday dealings with God. Lord, we can ask him, explain to me why I do not progress enough in my interior life. Explain to me how can I be more faithful to you, how can I look for you in my work, or through these circumstances I do not understand or I do not want. How can I be a qualified apostle? A prayer is just this, to ask God for explanations. How is my prayer? Is it sincere? Is it constant? Is it trusting? Jesus Christ invites us to keep our eyes fixed on heaven, our eternal home. Quite often, haste can drive us crazy, but we seldom stop to think that there will come a day, we do not know whether far off or near, when we shall have to settle our accounts with God, and explain which are the fruits borne by the good seeds he has sown on us. And the Lord tells us that at the end of time we shall be chosen. So, we must win heaven here on earth, in our everyday life, without waiting for situations that perhaps will never occur. We have to live boldly our ordinary life, what apparently has no transcendence. We must live by thinking of eternity, and helping others to think of it, too. Paradoxically, the man who strives to live must die, whereas the man who does not strive to avoid sin has to live eternally. We shall reap what we have sown. We have to fight to give today the 100%. So when we are called into God's presence, we might be able to go with our hands full of acts of faith, hope, and love, which result in minor things and events that, when lived on an everyday basis, make us better Christians, saints, and human.